All right, we're gonna go over the high-step Toreando combination. And again, look at a lot of details where I was not able to get to in class. So, my high step is literally a high step, right? Like it's right there in the name. It's a style of passing where I just simply bring my knee up to the sky and I look to essentially just walk past his guard, right? But the positioning is really, really important. So when I go to step in here, the nice thing about the high step is I don't even need a hand on the hip. I can just be right here. Right, so our Toreando that we're gonna do in a second is when I just simply pummel myself, or pummel his legs out of the way, my hands, boom, and I go around. But a high step, I'm gonna do it when he has a leg on the inside, because if I stay here, a good guard player will start to do things. They'll start to revert, and my legs, sweep me, take my back, or even wrestle up, and I don't want that. So, when I find myself here, this is another really great option too if I can't get my hand to the hip. So what I'm gonna do is bring my outside leg actually right here to his hip pocket, like this. So I want both of my knees on each side here, so I'm pinching, right? So now I'm right here and I'm pinching. So what's gonna keep him from entering into my legs, coming up, whatever, is one hand. Let's turn this way. Keep going. One hand is going to C-cup right at his foot or his shin. The other hand is going to reach and go reverse collar tie and lift his head up. This is going to stop him from being able to get his hips up to enter into my legs. So right here, he could get his hips up, start to enter into X guard, go to like single leg X from here. Boom, see how he gets his hips up? That's no good. Come back. Once I get this reverse collar tie though, he can't do that anymore. So he goes to get his hips up. He's crunched up, I have him crunched. Now from here, I'm literally just gonna step right out of his guard. I'm gonna bring my knee all the way up to the ceiling. I'm gonna point my toes to the floor. So this way, it's just a clean little up, out. Now from here, I can simply bring my knee on the inside and look to pass, or drop this knee that's already there right down. And once I'm here, I begin the process of finishing my pass. So again, maybe I step in and I initiate this, right? The regular collar tie is just simply easier for him to strip off, right? He can pummel on the inside, pull my hand away, whatever. The reverse collar tie is a bit harder for him to deal with. I wanna go here, reverse collar tie, crunch his head up, step out, and in, just like that. So, again, boom. Now, I can also high step right from here, and look to come around as well. With this pinch, along with the reverse collar tie and the grip on the foot, just make it a safer position for me to be in. Right, now the question is, can I high step without that grip? Yes, but he's able to come up, right? So I might high step up and now he might start wrestling up or continuing to attack and enter into my legs, okay? If I get here and I'm unable for whatever reason to get a reverse collar tie, maybe he's right going here, what I'm gonna do is bring my knee, right, so he's fighting my hand off. I bring my knee right down here to his gut. I rip my hand away, and I'm gonna start to basically fall right on top of him, right? So now all of my weight, my hip, everything is on his face, crushing him. Keep your legs together here tight. He tries to keep his legs together here. There's really nothing stopping me from posting on the inside of his knee, pushing, and just freeing my foot, okay? Because all of my weight is on him and leaning on him. There's really nothing he can do. He can't take my back. Doesn't have a lot there. So I step in for this high step. I go, he's fighting my hands. Boom, I just go right here. I can continue to post here. I can post my hand onto the mat. Now watch, I can kick my leg up and out. And I can finish right here. Now I'm just gonna switch my hips. Boom, and complete my pass. So all these variations are gonna depend on what your partner does. Obviously, if I go for this high step, he keeps everything really, really here, really tight in here. I can begin to, again, crunch him up here, regular high step. If I go here, and he's not allowing me to get this grip, he's fighting my grip off. See, I just get really low. And even from here, worst case scenario, and we're definitely gonna go over this in class, is I get to this position, and he's making everything incredibly difficult for me. I can't high step out, he's got my foot, no problem. I'm just gonna drop down into a half guard and begin to pass there. But we're gonna go over that in class at a different time. just know that's basically your high-step. Toreando. So, now with the Toreando, I get these grips here. We've done this before. Easy throw by, right? I just throw his legs out of the way and I step around. Pretty simple. But what I really want to get here is the hip and knee post, right? So obviously, guys, if you're able to just simply throw his knees out of the way and go knee on belly, that's great. You'd actually be surprised how often this does work. Where I just simply go here, boom, throw out, and get the pass. And you can go side to side with this, where I can step here, step to this side. He goes to bring his legs in. I toss to the outside and get there. Instead of side to side passing that we've gone over, boom, and we can play with it here. But again, a good guard player, a dynamic guard player, their legs are going to be all over the place. Boom, and again, we're going to go into more sort of advanced passing in the future of getting scoop grips, stacks, things like that. For now, keep it really, really simple. Simply pass around. Once I get here, I want to get my hand to the hip and a hand to the knee. But if I just get to this side, we've looked at this in the past too, of opening up their legs, but good guys, it's just not going to happen. So when I get this step around, I want to step towards his head to this angle here, guys. See this angle I'm at here? I don't really care how tight he keeps this. I'm going to be able to slice my hand in there and look for my pass. And if your opponent does that, go ahead, just do like that. Yeah, if your opponent does this, then you have nothing to worry about because they're not trying to actually do jiu-jitsu, right? But I'm going to get this this throw by here. Big step. Look at the angle that I get. Now from here, my hand drops right to the hip. This hand stays on the knee. He turns into me, and I lean on him. I tripod and lean on him. He tries to pummel his top leg inside. He can't because of my head positioning. He tries to keep his bottom knee inside. He can't because I'm just stronger here. Push by and drive into him here. So, anytime you can get to your hip and knee post, boom, I go here. 1, 2, my head gets low, and I tripod on him like this. So he can try to push, shove, do whatever. I just push his legs by, drop my hips in, and I get it. So, your high step, let's go this way, so your head's facing that way. So again, I'm here playing with them, right? I can have 2 grips here, 2 grips here. I can fake, boom, right, this way, go to pass, boom, fake this way, go to pass, boom, and I go right here, as I knee myself in the head. I go right here, right, forearm to the hip. I got my other hand to the knee, and my head is inside like this, and I can push by and pass. So anytime I go for my Toreando, and he catches my leg, that's when I can high step, right? So I go for my Toreando, boom, he pummels his foot onto the inside, I go here, I step, and I get my pass there. So both of these passes work in conjunction with one another. Again, guys, step, watch, he brings his feet inside. I go this way, he brings his feet inside. I can go this way, boom, boom, boom. You're just constantly moving from side to side. And the second you're able to get that hip and knee post, it's basically a done deal. So quick review. I step in, pinch, 1, 2, step out, and pass. Toreando, you can play side to side, but I take this big angle, 1, 2, and I drop down here. Look how wide my legs are, and I'm leaning all my weight on him. Because my head's here, he can't pummel his head on the inside. If I'm here, he's his leg. If I'm here, he can pummel his leg over the top. Very annoying to deal with. But if my head is really low, he can't do it. Really heavy, he can push on me all he wants. Just gonna drive this by and finish right there. All right. So those 2 passes work together, and all these passes work together. So if you want to be a good guard passer, you should be good at every single one of these passes and be able to use them together, right? You want to pass really good guards. Remember, it's not the first pass that gets you past their guard, it's the second or the third. So you combine all of these together, and that makes you a more dynamic passer. And then in the future, of course, we'll go over how to do body lock, pressure, half guard passes, using submissions to pass. But for now, stick with these, keep it simple, and train hard.